We were talking about, actually have a new piece up about what's making these people so crazy lately. We know why they're crazy, but why this week? And why is it built to this? Remember, they were just wiping snot on Teslas before. And if you look at who's doing that, those are a bunch of seniors. I've got a picture where everyone's over 70, and they all just came out to do it. But this week, this guy in Butler, he was insane. He's just insane, and he's calling, we got to kill Trump and everyone else. And I thought, what are the odds that there are two people from Butler, PA, tiny town, who wanted to kill the president? Well, I asked Grok, and the answer is 1 in 27.5 billion. Now, that tells me there might be something else going on, MK Ultra. We can talk about that later. Anyway, a big week for violent lefties, horrible week, and I want to know what you guys think. I think this country is going to explode sometime through the summer.
Yeah. I hope not.
I hope it doesn't. But
I'm feeling the same way in many ways, because what we talked about before, this has been, just like the judges, just like the narrative we're seeing, this is 15 years in the making, if not more. But I think a hardcore 15 years of anger, of angst, of setting the playing field so that the left always wins. And if they don't win, they destroy. And part of their destruction is, they think, motivating their base. You know, that's the irony of all this, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree with you 1,000%. If you folks, this is communism. Remember, Yuri Bezmenov, the Soviet defector, told us there's a demoralization, destabilization, and what comes after that? Crisis. And the crisis is violent. And that's what we're in now. We're just coming out of destabilization. Well, this is actually destabilization, but we're really close to crisis, and that's going to be bad. Remember what they did 5 years ago? They're burning our big blue toilet towns because they were allowed to. And now, I don't know if that's going to happen this time. I don't know. Maybe it will. I don't know who's in charge of Seattle. Maybe they'll have another Summer of Love where a bunch of cops get hurt. I don't know. But it all came down this week. And like you said, it's contagious. Once one does it, and we're also seeing a lot of people not going to jail. We're seeing people doing horrible things and getting let out of jail. The stabbing thing in Texas, there's a rapist who rapes 2 young girls. He got his bail lowered, and now, of course, the communists got to keep their thugs on the streets. So that's where the bail fund people come in. Remember, Kamala was pimping that. Yeah, they're still out there. And they're still letting animals out of jail.
And you know what? One thing you can't let go of this as well is who's stoking this fire. It all comes from the mainstream media.
Yep.